Hello, everybody. I'm hoping that everyone can hear me on Facebook. Chance Reynolds here and YouTube. I forgot I'm going live multiple places using StreamYard. I just wanted to give everybody just a later afternoon update on what's going on with the offer, the offer Lazy Launch Profits, which is my course that teaches you exactly how to launch your own Warrior Plus offer on the marketplace to understand how to leverage the marketplace. And then so you can get on these leaderboards as well, is at sitting at number 6. I think it topped out at number 5 earlier. Yeah, it's just doing really well. Just want to say thank you so much to everybody that's promoted it, everybody that purchased it. I do not think you'll be disappointed. I want to show everyone who's not had an opportunity to get in exactly what is in the back end of the course. Just because like the sales page is, since this is like the lazy launch method, the sales page is done in a relatively lazy way. And so you may not understand what's fully in the course, but what I'm walking you through is a full roadmap of how to actually launch this, a similar offer to what you're seeing, to what is actually being promoted here. So it's like a meta course, like it's a course about how to launch a course like this. And you don't necessarily have to have a course to do it. In the beginning, I'll show you how to actually create a course in a really quick way. Where is it? On creating the actual content. I don't have this training in here yet because this is beta, but I probably will have it in here tomorrow or the day after. What you can do with these courses, with these dime sales, is that you can create them super quick. Like you can team up with somebody. This is what I suggest you do if you don't have a course already out there ready, like in the bank to launch. You just team up with like a buddy that has a similar interest in, like, for example, Brad and I launched an offer on building an email list. We both know a lot about building an email list, like all these different ways. And so we were able to, like, just get on a Zoom, kind of map out what we were going to talk about as far as like what we think the big 4 pillars are that people need to know in order to use this method that we're going to teach them. And then we just discussed it and then just chopped it up on the back end and created a course out of it. And it's a damn good course. Like if somebody were to get that course, oh, that's kind of distracting. If somebody were to get that course, they could start building an email list like instantly. It's like that good. And so everybody kind of has some sort of skill that you can teach somebody else. And most likely you'll be able to find like somebody to like team up with. So I think that's a great way to do it. It's not like you have to go into a full-blown partnership, like you're like business partners all the way to the end. You just come to like an agreement that you're going to just split profits on this course. Yeah. And then and if you don't have your own audience, you could you can get affiliates to help promote it for you. My phone's going off, of course. And that's something that I did for this. We have like, normally you'll have like 1 or 2 like affiliates that just blow up and can just drive traffic. And that's kind of what happened here. That's really actually what's happened on all of mine. I drive like a significant amount of traffic. Like you have to take the responsibility for driving the traffic to your own stuff. You can't be surprised if somebody else can't drive the traffic for you. You got to be prepared to drive the traffic. But when you can combine your own traffic driving with just a little bit, even if it's just a little bit from somebody else, it can have huge implications for your course, especially when you're doing something that's like you're stepping people up like $1 every time. So let's take a look. So I teach you everything about like why this method works so well. I talked about this in the course as well, but this is something that I hadn't considered until I was talking about this method with my dad the other day. He was talking about how Kmart back in the day would have these blue light specials, and essentially like you could create like a blue light spot. I can't remember if it was blue light, red light, what it was, but like when you were in the store, what would happen is like they would turn on a blinking light within the store, like in a certain section, make an announcement like, everything in this section is on sale right now. And so it was like a flash sale. It's very similar to a flash sale, like what I'm doing. And so people will go over there and then it's like a stampede of people like buying that stuff. Then there's a blue light on the other side of the store. Then you're going over there to buy that stuff. This sort of dime sale stuff that I'm teaching here, where it's incremental increase, creates that urgency on the course where it's very, very similar to that effect, where it's like your own mini Black Friday that you can create whenever you want. And I've proven that, like with this one, I was real curious if this one was going to do as well as the stuff that we actually did on Black Friday. And it's actually doing better. than some of the stuff I launched on Black Friday. So you can have that Black Friday urgency with this, like every day of the week. Like you could do one of these every week. You could promote somebody else's, you could promote your own. This type of urgency like works really well. On top of that, like it's a great deal for everybody that's involved. Like it's obviously a good deal for the course creator because you get to like get your course out there, and you'll like get buyers on your list. You'll get new leads. You'll be able to like sell other stuff to those people, help those people in other ways. It's great for the affiliates because they get to like actually cash in on the traffic as well. And then it's super helpful for the actual consumer who buys it. Sometimes they'll actually become your affiliates because they like the course so much, they like the method so much, but they're getting a course up front for like really, really cheap. They're getting a great deal. So you have to deliver the goods. You have to be able to teach them how to go from A to B, how to solve some problem that they want to solve. And as long as you can do that, then your customers will be very, very happy. You have to just be able to solve that issue. And so the issue that I'm solving with this course is teaching people how to create this urgency, how to essentially take the Jeff Walker launch method and condense it down to a really lazy way where you don't have to do like all the buildup and then you close it. Then you like have an email capture where people get on a wait list and then you relaunch it. All that stuff works incredibly well. I'm not knocking that, but most people aren't going to like take the time to actually do that and plot that out and plan that out. And so since they know that structure's out there, it prevents them from just like launching the thing that they have. This is a way to just like launch the thing that you have. Yeah. So you can create that Black Friday environment like whenever you want to. I teach you how to create the content. I teach you how to like host the video. I teach you how to create the products inside of Warrior Plus. Like this is all the features that nobody's like really going to care about. But I teach you like from A to Z, like the back end over the shoulder, how to actually create the thing that needs to be created in order for you to sell your course on Warrior Plus. So, and then I'm going to also put some traffic in here as well. Like obviously this stuff that I'm doing right here is like a way to drive traffic. Facebook organic traffic like works really great with this. So if you have any sort of like Facebook audience, like in a Facebook group, or you can team up with a Facebook group owner to like do like a JV deal. I'm going to teach how to do that in here as well, because I've done a JV deal one time where these dime sales work really well. Like if you, instead of doing like a JV webinar, we have to put together a whole webinar. You can just put together like some email swipes for a potential affiliate that has a list or a Facebook group. You contact them and tell them like, you're going to give them exclusive rights to sell your course on a dime sale for like this period of time, like for a week. And so they can email on it. Everything that comes in, they get to collect, 50% typically. That's what I do. And then the next week you can go to somebody else with another list. And so you're essentially like building your own list by doing this, making money while you're doing it. You're not having to spend any money up front, and you're using a digital product to do it. So you don't have like any overhead really. And that's like a great way to do it. I've done that a couple times with people where I gave them exclusive rights to sell it, because on the dime sale, like it makes sense sometimes for people to have exclusive rights to sell it to their audience, because, in their minds, they're not going to be able to make money unless they have exclusive rights. They're like, well, if on the first couple that I sell, I'm going to get like 50 cents because you sell it for $1, then $2, then $3. They don't see like something like what Rachel Lee's doing right now, where she doesn't have exclusive rights to sell it. She's just promoting the offer, and she's made, she's going to make like $300 today on it. Yeah. And she'll probably continue to make money on this until the offer, like I either close it or we just like shut it down. So there's just tons of ways to monetize this, tons of ways to get creative. And I show you how to do all the back end in Warrior Plus to make sure that like the affiliates that you recruit, you don't have to like worry about managing them. That's all done on Warrior Plus. That's another reason why I call this a lazy method. I don't want to have to like worry about paying out my affiliates and just dealing with them, get onboarding them, all that. That's just a huge pain that I'm not going to do. And so most people, when they create a product, they create a course, they're not going to do that sort of thing. So they just won't launch. This is a way to just like ship it. Like you have it, get it out there, get it done. You can create this in like a couple of days. Like I just conceived of throwing this offer together like over the weekend. It took me about 3 or 4 days to like get the whole thing together, get it out. get it on Warrior Plus. That takes like not even a day, a couple of hours. And then, you know, obviously creating the content takes time, but if it's something that you can just sit down and record your process of while you're actually doing it, that's the best kind of course. And that's the kind of course that's really honestly like the most successful for the actual consumer, because they can actually see what you're doing and over your shoulder and actually see like, push this button, go here, now go to the next video to figure out how to push the next button, you know, and you can just teach them like that because people don't want to learn that stuff on their own. Anyway, that's what's in the course. Just want to take a quick minute to come on and show you. It's really like, I think it's the best course I've ever created. Yeah, I got some other great courses, but this one is like something that you can monetize super duper quick. So if you haven't got in, you can go to lazylaunchprofits.com and you can get in. All right. Love you guys.